on that bitch. Been that bitch, still that bitch. I'm a savage, classy, bougie, ratchet, sassy, moody, nasty, hacking, stupid, what's happening?
Okay, hey followers and subscribers, this will be a bleaching and plucking tutorial. Here is all the products that I will be using for this tutorial. We will be using a deep wave 14-inch lace front wig from my hair collection at Pebbles Hair Collection on Instagram. Here's the wig, as you can see. The lace is okay, of course. So now we will begin to prep the wig before applying bleach to the lace. I'll be spraying water, and holding spray. You can use any holding spray that you have. Only apply it to the front area of the lace. Then you will get a brush or a comb. Brush the hairs back so it will not be touched by the bleach. Then you will flip the wig inside out, putting all the hairs inside of the wig and making sure that you can visibly see the lace only. Here's how it should look. So now I'm just positioning the wig, pulling any hairs that's poking through the lace. We will be using the BW2 bleaching powder. You can use 1.5 to 2 scoops. So you will put the bleach in the coloring bowl. And following that, we will be using 30 volume developer. You can use any volume developer of your choice, but I choose to use 30 because 40 seems to be too high and 20 will process extremely too slow. Now this right here, I just eyeball it. So that's my 1.5 scoops of powder. So I'm just eyeballing it, pouring little bits of liquid at a time. Do not pour a lot because then you will be using too much bleach. Mix it as such. Now I'm going to show you how it looks now. That is a no-no. It is extremely too powdery. So we're going to add some more bleach. My voice is a bit raspy. I don't know why right now, but adding more bleach. Then we're going to stir it some more. Cook it up, cook it up, cook it up. I hope you guys won't be able to tell this is my first video, but we're just stirring it. Seems like we still need some more bleach. Okay, stir it some more. Now your consistency of your bleach should be like toothpaste, not too thick and not too creamy, because we do not want the bleach to seep through the lace. And I'm going to show you how it looks. Now, you guys can use a coloring brush, a spoon, anything, a popsicle stick to stir or apply the bleach. But today I will be using a spoon, and then you will see that I got tired, so I switched to a butter knife. So now we will begin to apply the bleach to the lace. Make sure you do this extremely slow. Do not rush. Do not rush. Do not rush. I repeat, do not rush, because you do not want to be too rough and that will cause the bleach to press inside of the lace, and you do not want over processed hair, well, knots in this case. So we're going to smooth it like icing on a cake. Keep smoothing it. Now, as you can see, I am not wearing gloves. I recommend and I urge that you use gloves if you are new to this, but I bleach wigs all the time, so I just don't use them. But you should use gloves. Now, as you can see, that I am not pressing it. Like, I'm taking it, I'm applying it, and then I'm just smoothing it in any direction it allows me to put it. It seems like the spoon was not letting me move how I wanted to. So you will see that I switched to a butter knife. Make sure you use something flat when doing this. So I recommend a butter knife or a popsicle stick. So I went and got a butter knife. Then you see I moved quicker, got it on there. Make sure you cover the entire section. Sometimes I don't take the bleach too far back because it is not necessary for certain installs. But today I covered the entire front area with bleach. Now I'm going to turn it around. Make sure all the knots are covered. Sometimes I just take the bleach and put it above the hairline so I can make sure of that. Seems to be that some areas probably weren't touched, so I took it, set it down, apply the missing areas. I let it sit for about 15 to 20 minutes. Sorry about that, you guys. My dog seems to bark every time he hears something. But the knot should be a golden brown. Okay, so I'm showing you the knots, and then we rinse it off. And I let it sit with Shimmer Lights shampoo for about 15 minutes to tone it. Here's the wig. Perfect bleach knots, okay, ladies? Alright, next step. After applying your lace wig or your frontal to the canvas head, begin to pluck. I made sure that I pinned all areas of the lace to the wig so that it doesn't budge as I pluck. Make sure you guys are using sharp tweezers. Not too sharp, but not dull. The quality of your tweezers matters when you are plucking. Okay, so you brush all the hairs back on the wig. And then we're going to part out our baby hairs using a rat tail comb. As you can see, some of the knots did not get touched by the bleach. And sometimes this happens, but it's okay because we can pluck them out. I'm sorry that it got bright right there. I'm having trouble getting used to recording myself while plucking. So we part out minimum areas in the front, and that will be used for baby hairs. So those areas will not be touched, and we will pluck behind the hairline. So the way that I'm holding the tweezers right now is wrong. Okay? Sometimes I have to catch myself and position the tweezers in the right way. But you should be plucking backwards and forwards. You see that I'm pushing the hair back? That's what we're going to do as we pluck. See that? You're going to hold the tweezers downward. You see how I'm showing you? Then we're going to pluck behind the hairline gradually. I slowed this part down for you guys. We're going to do it really slow. staying behind the hairline. And you are not to pluck too much in the same area. Make sure you are moving around. No more than 3 strokes in the same area at a time. That would be my tip. So now I'm speeding it up. Backwards and forth. Push the hair back. Keeping it tight. Backwards and forth. We're going to do this all over. Keep on plucking. Pluck, 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 pluck. Behind the hairline. See how we pushing it back? And you see, the goal is to just thin it out. We are not trying to over pluck it. We do not want any bald spots, so we're just thinning out the areas that are super dense. I hope you guys can see the difference. Okay, so I'm going to take it back farther over here because it seems to be pretty dense. So you're going to part out some more areas and then you're going to pluck behind that area. Remember, back and forth, and you're pushing back with your hand. Back and forth. Pushing back with your hand. So we're going to comb it. You see the difference? It's a bit thinner. Then we're going to pluck out those black knots that didn't get touched in the front. Now we're plucking again behind the hairline. Sorry, see, keep having to adjust the light. Keep on plucking behind, back and forth. Now, I hope you guys can see that it's starting to look more natural in the front. So, I'm plucking out those black knots because those will not be needed. And this will also take away the line of demarcation that is created when these wigs are custom. So, as you can see, I tend to not pluck out baby hairs at every point of time in a video, but I remain behind the hairline. Here, I pluck them out, and I'm behind the hairline. You can pluck either way. Both ways work for me. So now I'm just speeding it up and plucking some more. Okay, now I'm gonna place a part in the middle. I do this by following like the widow's peak point of the wig, and I'm just gonna go straight back. I'm doing this because it is not smart to pluck too much in the middle area. You try to stay away from it, but if you do, you are going to pluck behind the hairline. It is also smart to ask your client like if which part they're getting, because that will help determine how you should pluck your hairline as well. Now that you see I've got the best part that I can get at this moment, I begin to pluck behind the hairline in the midsection of the wig. Backwards and forth, not too much. Make sure your tweezers are pointed downward, because when it's pointed on the pointy end, it tends to pull out too much hairs at a time. So make sure you're holding your tweezers correctly. Sorry about that. So we're gonna pluck. Just thinning it out in the front because I don't like that helmet look in the middle. So we're going to just pluck it out. Now I'm going to speed it up and do the other side because you guys should get the message. See, you guys notice I didn't pull out the baby hairs over here. If you're a beginner, I recommend pulling out the baby hairs like throughout the entire wig and then staying behind the hairline. I don't have to do that because I tend to eyeball and I just like to pluck out those dense areas. As you can see, it's getting thinner and thinner and it's looking great. Sometimes the part seems to get lost, so make sure that part is there, because you are not to pluck in the middle if you do not have a middle part, because that middle part will help you stay away from the middle. So when it comes to styling the wig, you have no errors. Wow, just look at that. Just keep on plucking behind the hairline. Remember, try to get rid of those lines of demarcation in the front. Looks so great, don't it? Yeah, I did that. Please make sure you turn on your post notifications because there will be more great videos as such. Okay, and here is the finished product. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your post notifications.